Today, I will discuss about the translation after the studying of genetic code and codon anticodon, or it also called protein synthesis. And I will take up the initiation aspects, part of the initiation aspects. Now I will take up the protein pre-initiation aspects. So also about the translation machinery which is involved. So first I will talk about the prokaryotes in this session. So objectives set for this session are general aspects regarding initiation, open reading frame, start and stop codons, events for successful translation, activation of transfer RNA for initiation, initiation factors. Okay. Now let us study about the general aspects. The first one, so general aspects. So in the section of the general aspects, so we'll take up so this translation in different sections we can study. Okay, so that is the first one is initiation. Okay, then we have the elongation and the then termination. It is termination process, initiation, elongation and termination at the end. So we'll talk about the post translational modifications. So what happens after the translation? Okay, modifications. So under these sections we'll study about the translations. Okay, translation. Then so as I said, the translation or protein synthesis, that is translation nothing but protein synthesis. So while discussing about the bacterial cell, so rapidly growing bacterial cell, bacterial cell. Okay, so cell, so it diverts 80% of energy for the protein synthesis, and also it diverts 50% of cell dry weight. So okay, so it's also diverted to the protein synthesis. In the translation, okay, it is a big like a factory production. So here there is more than 100 proteins or so both, okay, RNAs, so they are in coordination. So the translation process is taking place. Okay, so we can say this is like a teamwork, a big team which is working to achieve particular task. So the information is present in messenger RNA, but entire messenger RNA is not used. Only a portion of messenger RNA is used. A portion of messenger RNA is used. In the next section, so we'll talk about the what is the portion which is being used. Though in the second point, so that is called ORF, open reading frame. It is also called protein coding region. It is called protein coding region. Okay, so it is a contiguous. It is contiguous. Okay, non-overlapping. So codons. So present codons are arranged, continuously without any boundaries. So that is ORF. Okay. So what it specifies? This ORF specifies, okay, it specifies a single proteins, okay, what it specifies? A single proteins where the start and where the end. Okay, where at internal site of messenger RNA. That is the ORF denotes. Okay, so when you see, then naturally the question will come. So when you talk about the ends, start point, okay, an end point, ends of ORF and messenger RNA, okay, so are they same? Okay, then I can say categorically there is a big no. They are not same. They are completely different. Okay, what are these? Okay, then I will discuss in the third aspect. In the third aspect, what we said, start and stop codons. Start and stop codons. What I have here, messenger RNA. This is the messenger RNA, 5 prime, 3 prime. This entire region denotes the messenger RNA. Okay, there is start and there is end, which is present. But when you talk about the ORF, this is the ORF region. So this region, I can say, see, this is ORF, where the codons are contiguously non-overlapping, so they are arranged. Non-overlapping, they are arranged. This is the start, this is the end. Okay, then, so here I can say this is start. This is start. Okay, start codon. Okay, so here it is where end takes place. Okay, it is ends. Here, what happens? Start codon, as you know, AUG, GUG, also sometimes UUU can also act the start codon. Whereas here, stop codon. Okay, stop codon, as you know, that is UAA, UAG, UGA. Okay, so then now we'll discuss about functions. Functions of what? Functions of start codon. Okay, what functions they deliver? So, and stop codon. What functions do they have? Okay, start codon. The first one is specify the, okay, specify the first amino acid, okay, to be added. What is the first amino acid that will be specified by the start codon? Then the second aspect defines, so defines reading frame, defines reading frame of the ORF messenger RNA. So what is that length of that one? What protein or polypeptide it is going to be synthesized? Stop codon defines the end. It is very clear. Okay, then, so here before taking up the other aspect, let me further elaborate it. 5, so here 3 prime, here AUG. Okay, so then I have this particular, so okay, then ORF, here ORF we have. So there's a contiguously the codons, they are arranged. So the start codon may be here, maybe some here. Based on that, based on reading frame is changed. Reading, so frame is changed. Okay, so based on the way the start codon is there, so the reading frame is changed. Okay, then in the next one, before going into the next aspect, I talk about further elaborate ORF in the prokaryotic system and eukaryotic system. So this is eukaryotic and this one is prokaryotic. Prokaryotic. Eukaryotic, it is single ORF. So that is the reason it is monocistronic, whereas it is more than 2. So that is the reason it is polycistronic. Okay. Then next we'll go into the fourth point. So the fourth point is events. Events for successful translation. So I will mention 3 events. One is A, B, and C. Okay. Then the first one is what it does. In the first one, recruitment of ribosome to messenger RNA. So at the messenger RNA, ribosome has to be placed. Then placing of charged transfer RNA into the P site. Ribosome has got P site, A site, and exit site. So placing of charged transfer RNA into the P site, and then precise positioning has to be there. So that is very important. Precise positioning of ribosome at the place of or over the start codon. Codon. That is very important aspect. These are the three events for successful translation. Okay, the next one is activation of transfer RNA. Activation of transfer RNA. Activation of transfer RNA. So we have transfer RNA F-MET. What does it mean? Transfer RNA for methionine. So okay, formal methionine group. So it is the special transfer RNA for initiation in prokaryotes, not in eukaryotes. So what is the codon? AUG is the codon for methionine. Okay, methionine, and AUG is also codon for the formyl methionine. Formyl methionine. Methionine contains formyl group. Okay, so how this transfer RNA is charged? So the transfer RNA F-MET. There is a specific transfer RNA for formyl methionine, specific transfer RNA for the methionine. But this transfer RNA F-MET first binds with the methionine. So by the catalytic role of the enzyme synthetase. Okay, methionine synthetase. Okay, so this one, so ATP is used. So leads to formation of. Okay, so leads to formation of. Here we have. Okay, then I am writing the structure of. So methionine. Okay, then transfer RNA F-MET. Okay, so this methionine. So this is called methionine transfer RNA F-MET. Okay, then this one is in the next scenario, in the presence of formyl THFA, a coenzyme of folic acid. THFA is released. Transformylase. Okay, formylase, and formyl group is transferred. Here the formyl group is transferred. Okay, so what we have here, just again I will write the. So after addition of the formyl group, how it looks like. See here again. Then this methionine formyl. So methionine transfer RNA. Okay, so here just I'll make this one is CH2. Okay, CH3. Here there is a correction. Here yes, CH3. This is methionine transfer RNA. Yes, CH3. Okay, so then here we have. Okay, transfer RNA F-MET. Okay, so this is the formyl methionine transfer RNA F-MET. Okay, methionine transfer F-MET. This is about the activation of transfer RNA. Now, the last one, I'll talk about the initiation factors. Okay, what are those initiation factors? IF. So what I do is IF1 and IF2 and IF3. Briefly I will discuss about this one. IF1, what is its function? It prevents transfer RNA binding. It prevents transfer RNA binding to a portion of the subunit. Here in this case you can say 30S ribosome. It will not allow transfer RNA to bind to the 30S ribosome. IF2 as GTPase activity. So GTPase activity. So it interacts with. Okay, so it interacts with. Okay, it interacts with. The first one is 30S ribosome, IF1, and also initiator transfer RNA. Okay, then it does not, IF3 does not allow 30s and 50s to come together. Now I will summarize what we have learned so far. We are talking about translation, especially initiation, pre-initiation aspects or translation machinery in the prokaryotic system. So at the end of the session, the learner shall be able to know about the general aspects, open reading frame, start and stop codons, events for successful translation, activation of transfer RNA for initiation factors. In the first general aspects, we discussed about the general aspects of the translation. We said in various steps we study initiation, elongation, termination, and also post-transcription translation modifications. So protein synthesis in prokaryotes, in the rapidly growing bacterial cell, 80% of energy, 50% of the cell drive rate is diverted to it, and it is a teamwork in coordination. 100 proteins and RNAs, they work together. Only a portion of the messenger RNA is used, and that is what we call ORF, open reading frame. So it is a protein coding region. It is a consists of contiguous, so non-overlapping codons, so that is ORF. It specifies a single protein's start and end region at internal site of the messenger RNA. So we also discussed ends of ORF and messenger RNA, are they same? So we said no, they are not same. It is a big no. And here we said this is the ORF and start codon. So AUG, GUG, UU. This is end, stop codon. So as you know, stop codons we know very well. And then we talked about the functions of the start codon and stop codon. So start codon functions specify the first amino acid to be incorporated, defines the reading frame, and stop codon defines the end. Then we also said depending upon the where the start codon is there, based on that one, reading frame is changed. Then ORF, so their single ORF is present in eukaryotes, monocystronic, and prokaryotes more than 2 are there. It is polycystronic. So events full. So we said events for so successful so translation, so process, successful translation process. So okay, what are those events we have discussed? So the first A, B, and C. The A, recruitment of ribosome to messenger RNA. Then we also talked placement of charged transfer RNA into the P site. Okay, then precise positioning of ribosome over the start codon. Then we talked about the activation of transfer RNA FMET. It is a special transfer RNA, so for initiation in the prokaryotic system, and AUG is the codon for methionine, and also for the formyl methionine, and transfer RNA FMET. So here methionine we have, okay, synthetase it in the ATP, so methionine transfer RNA, okay, so FMET. Okay, then formyl THFA transfers the formyl group. THFA is released by the transformylase and leads to formation of so formyl methionine transfer RNA FMET. Finally, we discussed about the initiation factors. So 3 initiation factors we discussed: IF1, IF2, and IF3. Okay, then prevents transfer RNA binding to a portion of the subunit. Okay, so it will not allow so the transfer RNA bind to the TS subunit, and GTPase activity interacts with so here 30S, IF1, and initiator transfer RNA. Okay, so it is the IF3 does not allow 30S, 50S to come together, so that 70S cannot be formed. At the end of the one cycle of translation, so what happens? So in the presence of IF3, 70S is split into 30S and the 50S. The IF3 binds to the 30S so that it cannot bind with the 50S to form the 70S. This is about some of the pre-initiation aspects, and in the next session we'll discuss about the initiation followed by elongation and then termination aspects. Thank you very much.